Oh shit, buddy. Sorry about that. Alright, give me just a moment and I'll get the shit popping. It's been a while. It's been a while. Hey. Alright, we start with BTC as usual. Start at kind of a higher time frame. We're going to start with the daily, alright, guys? Girls. Thank you all for tuning in. See your boy, such heavy sounding in here. Oh, where's my. Oh, there we are. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that was pretty clean. Alright. Welcome. It's been a long time, my friends. Long time. Too long, honestly. Yeah, I honestly lost a bet. So I might do something because I lost that bet. Like give away like $100, $200, something like that, $300 right now, something like that. So stay tuned. I lost the bet. I don't know if you guys remember it, but I'm not going to remind you. Because... Anyways. Let me pop this little chat thing to the side. Make sure everything sounds good. Looks like everything's going good. Stream is on green. Let's full size this. Let's talk higher time frame real quick. So this is essentially the account. So there's a few other ways you could interpret this. Regardless, I think we're in an impulsive phase of some sort. Whether you're saying that the correction from, prior 20,000 here, this A, B, C, ended up being, a diametric or whatever. Regardless, I think we're in an impulse phase. Simplest way to count it is this way, in my opinion, because we didn't break the low. The only thing I don't like about it is the far retrace, but it's 70%. It didn't go 80%, so it's viable. Let's delete this real quick. Sorry, all this mess from the lower time frames. So one thing I like paying attention to on the higher time frames is momentum. Momentum on higher time frames tends to really sway what the lower time frame is going to do for, obviously. High time frame over lower time frame all the time. What I notice here is that we bounced off the mid-band here on a 3-day. And I personally think this is we're going to continue. Yes, we see divergence here, right? We see divergence here, right? But I don't think this is going to be true divergence here. I think it's going to play out a little bit differently. If we look at divergence, we got a few points. We got the high point, the first point that starts divergence. We got 0, we got 1, we got 2. So we got to find our pivot that makes the most sense in terms of where the 3-day has to close below to validate the divergence. I think it's this level here. So if a 3-day could close below this level, which lines up very well with this level, then I would be one to say this divergence here is going to play out and we will go lower like this. I don't believe that's going to happen. The way I interpret this so far is this could be the end of 4. And since it's the simplest way to count it, we have to assume that. So the way I interpret this in here now is a possible finish this 5, right? Prior, I had it more complex, where I had this as A. Shoot. I had this as A, and this is going to be B, and it's going to be C, which is still going to be possible, right? Which is why I have this here. We can take this amount of time, and wave 4 can still be valid, right? But regardless, I personally think the structure is coming for these highs, no matter what it is, whether if it's this or if it's an ABC internally. If it's going to be running flat, it's almost, especially in crypto, man. Running flats love this box up here. So if we can understand that, if both our counts suggest that we move higher, at least to a bare minimum of the bottom of this box, why won't we trade it bullishly? Especially if the 3 days trending positively, not only on RSI, SRSI. But if we pop up an OG Chevy, I guarantee is red. I'm not red, blue. Guarantee it. And it is. This actually would have been a killer trade setup if you're trading the higher time frame daily. I mean, 3 day. The reason why, it was a pretty hefty hidden divergence there. Right? Double bottom on price, right here. Right? Lower low on RSI. It's a hidden divergence. And it happened while your OG Chevy stayed positive. That's textbook entry for how we trade. But obviously I don't trade the 3 day, so I'm just saying if you traded the 3 day, that would have been textbook. Your textbook entry on that hidden div. And remember how you confirm divs? Once you make a low, say in this instance we made a low for that hidden div, right? We need the next 2 to 3 candles to close higher than that low was made, and that would confirm an entry on that div. It does not confirm the div. The div has to break a pivot to confirm it, right? Which it did here. Here was 0, here was 1, here was 2. That was X. Broke that right there. Shot up to the next high, right? So now that we can understand my higher time frame context and idea here, let's start zooming in here little by little. 3 day daily. We know that my assumption is this. There's a few ways. Some people will count this. Some people are counting this low here as 1, 2, and then like a weird 3. I don't know, 4, something like that. I personally don't like that count. I personally take it like from this low here. Then it's all an impulse. Right? Daily doesn't really show a huge reason to be concerned for harsh retrace. Let's draw some levels here on the daily. Important levels. We know this is a decent level here. I don't like how dark this is. Let's also draw some trend lines for some context. Okay. I believe this in here is something like this. You want to be politically correct on your labeling too. You want to keep it the same. Same degrees for the same. The reason why I don't like it as a B wave is because B waves tend to be at least a 1-to-1 of the initial A wave at a bare minimum. That's what you should expect, if not longer, which is what normally occurs on a B wave. So taking this as a B wave is for me. I don't like it as much. That's why I'm trying to lean that more bullishly in terms of that, right? So positive momentum. The thing I don't like here, the reason why I'm thinking this initial impulse here is due for a retrace. It's just because the way how we're rounding up here, we're closer to the top of the band. We have, yes, this is some sort of divergence that is being seen here. So I'm leaning towards a retrace in the near term. If we zoom in here, 4-hour RSI is still negative. This initial reaction here makes me want to say that this was actually a flat. And we're going to move at least one higher, like in overnight by London type thing. London's at in about 6 hours. London opens in 6 hours. The reason why I think that there's a hidden div that was here. 0, not really, but it was. 0, 1, 2. So price needs to venture up here. Seems pretty far, but if you didn't buy in this low, it's very risky to buy in the middle of here because it's in the middle of this range, right? So you're not too positive unless you have a very high confidence that this is going to go higher. So price at least gets to this point. I think I'll be close above this point. I'll be bullish in terms of at least a high that will be equal to, if not greater than this. Shit, wrong thing. Typically in an impulse wave, your wave that's not what do you call it? Didn't extend to the 1.618, which in this case just 3 did of this one. Your final leg tends to mimic the one that didn't do that. So if we do this, we see that a 1-to-1's here. With the most common point being hit in crypto, in my opinion, is the 1.326 for similarity, which lines up with the all-time high pretty well. So yeah, OG Chevy is probably positive. It is. Another thing I'm watching here, the reason why I'm reluctant to go long at this moment, because I didn't close. I wish I'm an idiot, because I had a hard feeling it was going to come test this OB. But I don't know why I didn't put any orders to close or any orders to go long. I knew I was going to be busy today, but fuck. You got to prepare, right? So we do homework, so we do this kind of thing. So I am very upset about myself on that. And that's why I'm reluctant to go long at this moment, because, 4-hour needs something to prove. I've been training the 4-hour, it's been doing me well, so the 4-hour needs something to prove me. I need this to break back over, cross back over, or at least that 5 go back positive, still negative. 21's 50-50 now, but I need that to break and and prove to me we want to move higher for this. Zoom in again. Okay, Arley's just rejecting that 21 here. What I like here, though, what I was looking at paying attention to on the lower time frame, was I really feel like this is an initial impulse. Like this. And so I'm going to be watching overnight for the next few hours while I'm working out and then go eat dinner with the homegirl. I'm going to be paying attention to this level here. If we could hold it, even S&P, even if we break that momentarily, test this order block in a 13-minute. Right here, it's an order block in a 13-minute. Retest it, accept it, but then close higher. Close like that, Here's your wick, say like that. If we could do that, S&P this level, and then at least have one more close above that level, I think this will prove to us, not prove to us, but give us a good chance to say that this is now impulsing for that final leg that we're talking about. And we're just going to cover ETH and BTC today. We'll get back on full track Saturday, just because I think it has to. I'll be alright. We'll see. We'll see. It just depends when she calls me back. Anyway, so watch this, guys. Watch the 13 minutes to stay positive. Watch it to make a hit or dip. Retest this mid-band. Stay positively trending, though. I don't really like playing off regular divs, like regular divs for low time frames tend to fake out more often. Your hidden divs tend to be really powerful, so just pay attention to those. All right, as long as we stay positive here, or even you could even go negative momentarily. But as long as it stays blue, I think that's a very good opportunity for it to get in. You know, stop around here. I tend to put my stop at the 886. That invalidates any impulsive moves in terms of Elliott wave. And if this is truly going to be impulse, we'll never retrace that 88%. And your target at a bare minimum of 618 of 1, which is probably around this area, roughly. With your ultimate goal being the 1-1, and your cherry picking goal being, you know, near the all-time high, which I will not say we're gonna get to. But for now, that's what I'm watching you guys heavily. So it's all playing off for the highest degree idea. It all comes together down to from the highest degree down to the lowest degree. When it comes to the wave theory, it's the only unfortunate thing. If it doesn't make sense from the highest degree to the lowest degree, then it's hard to make decisions confidently. That's why I would teach my members other ways to trade rather than wave theory. Wave theory just takes so long. I've been doing it for 6 years. Well, 5 years. It feels like 6. It feels like 10. But yeah, I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years though. Other ways to trade using momentum and divergences are just way better in terms of actionable trading. Especially, I'm telling you, hidden divs and momentum will be your saving grace. They were my saving grace as soon as I figured that shit out. Okay? So watch this. Bearish below on a close on the hourly. Okay? Watching this level here. See if I think OG Chevy is still negative. Yes, we're negative on the hourly. So I'd like it to start. We won't get it. We won't have it trend positive until the 13-minute moves, like I said. But if the 13-minute can move, like I said, and it actually breaks, 21 on the hourly, then I'm gonna be really confident that it's gonna shoot up to this level, especially over until up until like 2 a.m. London type thing. So this is the structure we're watching. The only reason I thought this was because the initial reaction seems like a 5-wave impulse, and it was a very strong reaction off an order block I was looking for a reaction off of, and the move from the high does not necessarily scream to me impulse. Like I was looking for a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and 5. It does not necessarily be like that to initiate an entire corrective phase, but when it didn't do that and it made 5 waves up, I was like, man, this looks like it's going to start trending up, and my idea that this was a 4-5 already here was probably wrong. Especially since how small 5 was. It's very rare that you get something like that in crypto. Usually all your moves tend to be pretty apparent. But this right here, in here was very muddy. Very, very muddy and difficult to understand. I think it ended up being an ABC though. So that's why the reason I'm thinking this is A, this is a B, and this is a C. A, B, and C. So watch those levels, guys. Watch below. I'm bearish below this level on hourly, 2 to 3 hourly closes, maybe just 1. If we get that little move I'm talking about, I'm looking for entry around here. Stop here. Targets at the bare minimum, 59,400 to 60,300, with 25% of the order being left at 61,400, and then your hopium, like 20% that will be left of your order at your previous all-time highs. It's a big move though. If we get it, I don't think that would happen like that. Well, love you too, buddy. So let's go on to ETH. But when I just look at the structure, we're making a flat structure above a previous high. I don't know. It just seems like it wants to move up, guys. Hidden div, hidden div. Prove to us. Once the hourly goes positive, that proves to us that this hidden div we saw in the 4 hour was true. Hourly still weighing negatively, and we're going to be using the 13 minutes to find entry upon the hourly. Okay, let's go to ETH. And ETH just makes me feel like that too. Just the way we've been correcting this little area. Seems like it seems like this. But again, let's start from the highest degree. I think ETH is in a little bit different of a corrective phase. Let's go to a different chart real quick. Because there's a lot more history in ETH than there we are. Damn, I thought this low was broken on ETH. I'm going to have to check another chart, because I could have sworn this low was broken on ETH. Right here. But it wasn't. So, different chart real quick. Oh, we can't tell on that chart, because it's not old enough. Let's go to one more chart. Bitstep is pretty good. That's wild. Did not. The only thing I don't like about calling this a 1 is the fact that it retraced so much. Like I said, typically you do not expect any impulse to retrace further than 78%, especially on a close. And we're chasing 90% of any move is not what you normally look for in crypto, or not in crypto, in any impulsive phase in terms of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could consider it as an ABC. You know, ABC when A and C are your impulsive phases and a flat. But, you know, B wave could go all the way to 1.236. So we don't even consider that as what we're looking for. So, in my opinion, I think this obviously occurred because of a mini black swan event, all that COVID shit. I honestly think that we probably would have held like this low here, or at least a 786, if it wasn't for COVID. So let's assume this is a black swan phenomenon, especially since we didn't close below that 76. And I also think the impulsive phase has started here. Maybe they are in the same phase. I thought they were going to be slightly different, but I didn't really... I could have sworn this low broke this low here, but I guess it didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd assume it would be very similar to 1. Share at least some sort of Fibonacci relationship to wave 1. If all a correction has to do in order to assume it's done is correct either 1/3 of price within correct 1/3 of price of wave 3, or be within 1/3 of time of wave 3. The adjacent move of wave 4 is 3. Within a 1-to-1, within 1/3 of a 1-to-1 of 3 is here. See, we haven't met that yet in time. Let's see if we met it in price. I know in Bitcoin we did make it in price. I'm not too sure about ETH. Not quite. What if we take it off this low? Nope. So we haven't hit it yet. That's why I'm reluctant to exactly say, oh, wait for or it's done. I'm not really going to say that. All I know is that right now, both phases suggest that we are impulsive until the 1.236 of at least this first A wave. 1.382 here. Because that suggests the flat that could be bearish, which not bearish, but because meaning you would still have more to correct, which Elliott wave studies suggest that we didn't make enough in terms of time here or price. Neither of them have been met. So it suggests that we should assume more complexity. So again, both counts suggest they're going to new high. And this just looks like a rocket ready to happen on ETH, man. I'm not gonna lie. Daily momentum, breaking positive. I know there's some divs here, some hidden divs even. Right, some hidden bearish div. But it's not a good one because we're positively trending on momentum. It's not a good div. It's too risky to trade that bearishly. It was a good one at first, but obviously it was canceled out. It was invalidated. In terms of time, you would assume B wave would take more time in terms of corrections. That's what I'm suggesting. I want to lean towards the impulsive phase. But when I study the higher time frames, it says that ETH didn't make enough time. But then again, you got to understand that it's Bitcoin that carries the market. So if Bitcoin has made enough time, enough in terms of price to correct, will that suggest the entire market as well? I think it could. That's why I'm like, man. Lower time frames, I think we have to run with that impulsive phase to that all-time highs. Let's mark this level, all-time high level on ETH real quick. I feel like I've seen this structure on ETH before, somewhere. I can't remember where, though. Very similar. This just looks like a freaking... Watch this upper TL. Seems to be important for break confluence. Check OG Chevy. So OG Chevy showing negative here. We would want the 4 hour to start trending back positively to agree with this, to make this idea true. And that was an initial great trade off that hidden div, off that order block retest here. The initial trade would have been great. And I wasn't there for it though. If we get, what I would like to see on ETH, we're already meaning to get into any position. ETH doesn't look as clear. It looks a little bit muddier. It looks actually more bearish. I'm being very cautious in seeing what this pattern is leading up to. It kind of looks like a flat here, guys. Girls. We'll see what that means here. I'm not too sure. Ah, it's probably this. It's probably this. It's a WXY possibly. Again, see we're super bearish. Not super bearish. We're calling tops if we retrace this far for sure. I don't think we're gonna get that low. But I do think this triangle is gonna be fake. Okay, they usually are. Nope, wrong thing. Reset. Okay, we need to at least correct till this amount of time or this amount of price. Right there. What a good one. Did you hear my knuckles right there? That was great. Where is my water? All right. So ETH on this 4 hour, on this, it hasn't made enough intent price or time for this 4 to be done. So I'm thinking this, guys. I think it's a WXY for ETH. Oh shit. Especially since this first move off the high. I always kick my stupid ass carpet up and it pisses me off. Ugh, hate that. I like a carpet underneath my chair and you get like a thing like you have to stick down a little bit better. Right, so I know for a fact that the move off the high is an ABC. No doubt about it. A, running flat, B, C. No doubt about it. You cannot change my mind about that. I don't care what you say. So, and from that, you're supposed to get a 5-wave impulse, right? I think we got a freaking 3-wave impulse. Or 3-wave move. Boom, A, B, C. One may argue that it was even a triangle. Damn, my pre-workout is fucking kicking in like motherfucker now. Holy shit. Look at 2 things. We know in a WXY, X wave should break in this box. That look at that, guys. There's an X wave algo in terms of time for W. And then in order to see your W and Y tend to be very, very similar in time, but very different in price. Meaning that if your W wave is a zigzag, Y will most likely not be, leaving you with a flat or a triangle or diametric. So if your Y is a flat, then you assume that your your Y would be a zigzag or a triangle or a diametric. Take X from there, we see that the time we're looking for this particular bearish idea to be done is here. Is this our line? No. It's actually maybe a pretty good short setup. Short this, stop right there. Kind of like a hedge against the long we're going to try to attempt on Bitcoin, just in case we're wrong and this, you know, keeps falling. Then, you know, this will hedge us against that long we're going to attempt on BTC. And even here. This just looks like more of a clear setup on a short than a long at the current scenario. And this lower time frame and ETH. BTC made a 5-way move up, so I'm more suggesting trying to think that BTC will hold it low while ETH breaks it low. On the low time frame stuff, their structures tend to be different, similar but different. So I wouldn't be surprised if all that happens. Let's look at this hourly too. Some hidden dip. No, it's not hidden dip. Hidden dip here a little bit. If we start trading below this level here, I'm going to be really bearish. And I definitely probably will open up that short. Because that's X pivot for the bearish. You got 0, you got 1, you got 2. X pivot's going to be your most prominent order block in that leg. Here it is right there. That down body. So bullish order block. So if the bears truly want to make this bearish divergence true, they need to get it close below this bullish order block, because this is where the bulls have all their strength in a bull's layer here. And then I think it'll quickly shoot down to this level at 3,300, which could mean, you know, a quick little scalp. I'll put my stop at the 786 or 886 of the current at that move down, which will probably be like right there. Target that. Perfect 3-1 ratio. So say we break that right there to this point here. Here's the 786. Or here's the 886, 786. You're going to put it between these two levels here. Okay. And that will turn into a long, most likely, if things turn out to be how they are supposed to be. So, ETH looks like a little WXY set up into a wave 4 that could turn into a long overnight. BTC looks like, I don't know, this looks like we impulsed up on BTC. We're going to retrace. That's why I'm thinking, like, that's pretty good retrace right here. That's pretty far. I think ETH will break that low, break this low if that happens. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, my friends and family. That is about it. Oh my gosh, I forgot to post this on YouTube. I mean, on Twitter. Oh well, I don't care. It's more for us anyways, my team, my group. So let me know if you have any last minute questions or concerns. We'll probably touch on XRP real quick before we leave. This pre-workout is straight slapping me in the fucking face though, y'all. Excuse my language, but damn. I should probably at least just try to post this, right? Facebook, Twitter. Yeah. Damn. I'm gonna have to remember all my accounts. That is great. Wow. Can you sign up? That's great. Cool. I love y'all too. Hey, but like if it's like I'm getting last minute question to concerns, I'll go ahead and get out of here. Oh shit, that's weird. Juju. I'll put some tunes on while you. Oh shit, that piece is pretty cool, huh? Let me post this chart real quick for my team. Damn, I should have took that short though. Fuck, stupid. That's a good little scalp. Maybe more on top of that shit. Let me check it out. Yeah, I would run a good little scalp. Even this might even still be decent. It's running though, it's running away. Stop there. Nope, not anymore. Not anymore. I like the 3 to 0. You can put your stop there, but you're really pushing it in terms of wicking you out, but I would argue that's pretty decent. Might even try it. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. Fuck it. Oh shit. How do I sign out of my VPN? It's not good. What? Yeah. I probably would say Slayer, but you're at that point your art to artist turns atrocious. It's like fuck. Man, the East trade's way better, so I'd probably just do that. Watching for this though, okay, you guys. Okay, let's look at total real quick. I have it somewhere in here. Also want to look at GVGT or something like that. I forgot what it's called. But I can never find it whenever I put the tag in. The GBTC. Yeah, see, this is why I cannot call this low. Wave 5 because like ETH didn't break the high yet. Right. We didn't break the high yet, right? Yeah, see, ETH didn't break the high yet. BTC didn't, but I just don't think it's a. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think this is a diagonal A wave. It's gonna take a long time. It's not gonna be anything short. But just looking at this structure here, a 3-wave move, breaking this, I'm almost confident that this high is gonna be broken. And I'm almost pretty much confident that this high is gonna be broken. Based on that simple understanding of 3-wave patterns of when they come from, and if to get retraced totally or down there totally, you just. Especially since this is the impulse that this move is going to be related to. Bare minimum is here. 1-to-1's here, though. Which probably lines up very, very well with the 1.336. 1.386. Let me just turn on my fan real quick. It's getting hot as fuck. Stupid ass. Pre-workout got me sweating for no reason. Make my skin and shit itch too. Ugh. It's like a good feeling, but bad feeling when you're not actually working out. 'Cause it makes you fucking all weird and anxious. Not anxious, but it's like, I need to do something physical type of thing, you know? So let's look at the 1.386 real quick, just about, so I'm not lying to you in any sort of way. I just want to show you guys it's probably lining up pretty damn well with that for Confluence. Oh, look at that. So the minimum target would be this area here. But no, it's saying in no man's land, so I would just not suggest that. Oh, dude, Total suggests the same thing that East was suggesting, in my opinion. This trillion impulse. Oh my god, this is textbook impulsive behavior. Your wave 3 tends to break the upper channel limit of your wave 1 channel, and look what happened here. And it tends to do it on wave 3 or 5. And this is 5 here of wave 3. I'm with this, man. I'm with that, and I'm with that taking East to new high as well. Ew. I think this. A, B, C, rally up. We're above this major pivot area here. I don't think it's gonna be very difficult for that to be broken, in my opinion. Look how close we are to it. Yes, it's very double toppy. I understand this being like a double toppy area. I just don't think they're gonna let them. Man, that's too close. Take those stops. Take those stops, man. Those are so close. Run that. You know, it's so close. Run that. Don't think they're gonna leave those. I don't think so. Other counts suggest that this is A, this is B, this is C, and we'll come back lower. That's only, not the only way, but that's the counts that I will be watching for if I'm wrong. If this is wrong here, and it's returning to A. Let's do something else real quick. Let me check one last thing. How far is this impulse? How far do we go? Can we hit the 1.386? Oh, my 1.618? Then I'm leaning with that impulse rather than a flat. Look at that. Broke it. So again, the way we're wrong here is that this turns into a flat, which then suggests that this is A, B, and then you'll have a 5-wave impulse for C. And then we'll come up again like that. This will then go here. Like that. I personally don't think this. Just because we exceeded 1.618, which is not C-wave, typical C-wave behavior. The way we're not really rejecting, kind of going sideways, I figured if this was going to be terminal in terms of a B-wave going to a C-wave, it'll reject pretty naturally going down heavily, but it didn't do that. I'm with the idea that that ETH and Total is trying to tell me that we're going a little bit lower in the midterm, or low term. This is A, and then a three-way flat, and then one more little rally to the downside like this, and then higher, back higher. All right, but that's essentially it, yo. That's essentially it. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that. Last minute question, concerns, and we will get it rolling. All right. Oh, look. Do. Stupid. No problem, my friends. All right, this is about the time where I'm going to wrap it up. I got some things to attend to. I got to go hit the gym, then go to my homegirl's house. She made some fire tacos and birria, some shit like that, so I'm going to go try that shit out. See how it tastes. For my group, I will post everything I could before I get to that. I posted the BTC chart that we're looking for. I also posted the ETH chart we're looking for. And then, yeah, it should be good. All right. The upload should happen in about an hour. So if you missed anything, you feel like you missed anything, you want to go back and something, and check back in about an hour, and this YouTube will be uploaded to our YouTube. Elevate. All right. So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in here. Appreciate y'all. Next stream will be on Sunday, and then after this next one on Sunday, all my YouTube streams that are public will start happening on Sundays and Wednesdays for the scheduled ones. And then I'm going to start trying to just pop in some like random shit in the middle, like how-to videos and stuff like that. Just be more active on YouTube. Definitely though scheduled Sunday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time after this weekend. Sunday will be rolling. Oh, shoot. I will be out of town this Sunday. Holy crap. I'm in Colorado. I will bring my laptop, and I will see if I could possibly get that to work for like a small little stream. Maybe on like, even if it's like on Twitter, not using OBS, something that's very simple or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I forgot about that. I'll be in Colorado from Friday night till Monday morning. And then the following week, I'll be in Las Vegas. Las Vegas will be a little bit easier. I know that I'll be able to do more stuff there. But it's possible that the next 2 weekends that the Sunday stream might not be happening. So I might have to reschedule some things around. The Wednesdays will be fine. But I might throw in something else there. We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys and girls. Appreciate y'all. Catch me this possible Sunday. We'll see. I'll let y'all know. If we don't get it on Sunday, we'll get it on Monday. For sure. Monday, we'll get it on Monday for sure. But if not, we'll try for Sunday, but I'm not promising that one. I'll definitely promise Monday, so. Alright. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Catch me next time. It's been your boy, Soshi Motherfucking Heavy. Peace the fuck out.